Hello, 6'2" profile in human design, the role model Hermit. You are a combination of the role model, which is here to embody their own integrity and idealistic values of what they stand for, and to go through a 3-phase life where you mutate and become something new several times over, I'm sure. And the Hermit, which is the natural, who has their own thing in your body that is kind of just talented at things for no particular reason. So you've got this interesting combination of the 6, which is just the role model, and the Hermit, which is the natural. Now, this plays out in so many different ways that I've witnessed over the years, but for today, I'd like to share a fun skit depicting the 6'2" in action. Howdy, neighbor. How's it going? Hey, neighbor. How's it going? Beautiful spring day, isn't it? Yeah, beautiful day. What are you reading? This is a book about Scottish lore. So I'm connecting with my roots, learning some stories, learning some history. It should be interesting. I'm heading over to Scotland to, reconnect with my roots. Oh, cool. That sounds cool. Yeah, I'm gonna check it out, and who knows, I'll go from there, play it by ear. Should be good. Wow, good for you. So when are you gonna head there? Actually, I'm doing a tour. We leave in a few days. Well, I'll see you when you get back. Yeah, see you when I get back. Have an amazing time. Hey, anybody home? Hey, I thought I'd check in. I haven't seen you in months and months, and I wondered if everything was okay. It's appropriate. What? Lass, it's Gaelic. Wow, so you speak Gaelic now? Crazy. Well, why are you wearing a sweater? I didn't ken. I knit me on sweater, sheared the sheep, fed the sheep I did. Wow. Okay. Yeah, it's crazy hot out right now. There's nothing like wool. It's breathable, keeps you warm in the cool and cool in the warm. It does. So it sounds like you had an amazing trip. Aye, Scotland, it's a bonny, bonny land. Come in for a nip of whiskey, would ya? Come on, just a wee bit'll do you good. Aye, welcome back. My apologies to the people of Scotland for completely bastardizing the Gaelic language and also the Scottish accent. I really just did not have the time to learn how to do that properly. So I hope you found that amusing, because I really do not know what I was doing or saying. But the purpose of that skit was just kind of to show what I've witnessed over the years is that 6'2s, when they grasp onto an ideal of some kind, like let's say they decide they want to get in touch with their ancestors and their roots, like they go all in. I've seen people completely change their life, their lifestyle, their ways, the way they talk, the way they dress, the way they think in alignment with their newfound values. And this is really truly how it's supposed to be, because the role model is supposed to live as an example of whatever it is that they stand for. And so that's what they tend to do. So let's break this down. So the 6 is the personality of the 6'2". And in the house analogy, the 6 line is on the roof looking down and having an objective perspective on the world below, seeing what is what and choosing their own alignment within that, their own point of view. The 6 goes through 3 phases to become the role model, hopefully, if all goes well, after age 50. Mutation is another key note for the 6 line, because the 6 line is inherently mutative. It's going to go through numerous transformations throughout its life and almost embody different identities. So 6 lines are going to be more transformative than the average person. And therefore, for the people that are watching them and seeing in real life, like a dramatic change, they went to Scotland one way and they came back another way, and then they never go back to the way they were. They've changed. Seeing that can be transformative for other people. So as a 6 line, that's always going to be a part of your role, is just the mutations that you go through. and how they impact others. I did a whole series of videos about the 6 and these 3 phases that they live in the profile playlist. So I definitely recommend that you check that out to go into depth into how that works. But as I mentioned, the 6 is here to embody integrity. They tend to be idealistic. They are here to exemplify like what it looks like to be a living embodiment of a certain set of values and a point of view in the world. At the same time, the unconscious, the second line, the Hermit, which is the body for the 6-2, is represented by the person in the window, kind of dancing and in their own world on the bottom floor of the house. So they're more here to live through their subjective interests and kind of be in their own like hermit-like cocoon, just doing their thing, whatever they're naturally interested in and naturally gifted at. So the second line typically just is unaware of their gifts. They just do their own thing. And then other people will recognize them and call them out to share their gifts in the world. So as a 6-2, you might not even really be fully aware of what it is that you are here to be a role model of, because your second line is unconscious. And for you, it's just so natural. You don't even know that it's something quite extraordinary. Over the years, I've really witnessed how the 6-2 can be just so talented at many different things. I had a 6-2 boyfriend in Mexico who was such a gifted photographer who had never studied photography. He was also an incredible energy healer and a shaman, a natural salesman. I mean, he just had so many gifts and talents that were just natural. They were embedded in him already from birth. I've really seen that 6-2s tend to just pick things up really easily and have a lot of gifts and talents that are just natural to them. If you want some clues about what it is that you might be here to be a role model in, and also where your gifts may lie, and you are a generator or manifesting generator, you may want to check out my 11 Sacral channels free guide, where I will break down for you the exact channels that you have coming out of your sacral center and what those channels can indicate about what you're here to share. So that's linked for free in the description box below. In terms of leadership, the role model is really here to be a leader, and the Hermit is here to share their gifts. However, both the 6 and the 2 will have a tendency to prefer to be a bit withdrawn. So the 6 can be very aloof and likes to just sort of be detached, especially from 30 to 50 when they're on the roof. And the 2 is the Hermit. They love to be alone, just doing their thing. So on the whole, the 6-2 will probably have a tendency to want to be a little bit detached, distant, and aloof. But remember that that is not what you're here for. You're also here to share with the world your embodied wisdom and this idealistic embodied perspective on how the world can be. So please don't deprive us of that. Be generous and share with us. If you do feel that you are being stingy with the leadership that you were born for, please reach out to me and we'll have a one-on-one conversation to discuss how to unlock your leadership and bring it to the world through my Freedom to Launch Creator Circle process. If you are willing to share, which I know you will probably not want to share because of the aloofness, but if you're willing to share in the comments, I would love to hear what are the things that you have gone down the deep rabbit hole with and kind of like taken to that extreme of embodiment, just like in the skit. I would love to know. And until next time, thank you for coming to my channel, and I'll see you again soon. Bye. Welcome back. My apologies. Oh my God, no. No, damn. Gaelic. Scotland. Okay.